Hello friends, welcome to lecture number 6, that is on evolution of TQM. In this lecture we are going to see how TQM was evolved, how the terminologies there in the TQM. So this is Professor Rushikesh Vikolle working as an assistant professor in Department of Civil Engineering, Sanjeevani College of Engineering, Kopargaon. Okay, let us start the presentation. So TQM is basically it is having three words: total, quality, and management. Total here it is used for makeup of the whole. Okay, it is the whole part comes together to deliver the quality with management. That is why it is used as total. Second is quality. It is degree of excellence of a product or service which you are going to provide for a customer. That is what quality. Third is the management. It is an act or art or a manner of handling, controlling, directing, etc. The you can say project, the product or service, result or a good, anything. How you are going to manage, how you are going to act, how you are going to control. So this is what management. So it three words comes together combinedly made a total quality management. Basically, total quality management is an enhancement to the traditional way of doing business. It is proven technique, okay, guaranteeing survival in world-class competition. Nowadays, competition is there. So to survive in the competition, TQM is important. The culture and the actions of the organizations can be transformed by changing only the actions of the management. The total quality management is comprehensive and structured approach. I will say it is a structured because there are the things on which the TQM is based. These techniques and tools are known as structured approach to organizational management to seek or to improve the quality of the products and services through ongoing refinements, and it is a continuous process. So that is why the total quality management is an art of managing the whole to achieve the excellence. Okay, TQM is also defined as both a philosophy and it is a set of benchmark that represents the foundation of continuously improving organization. It is an application of quantitative methods and the human resources to improve the processes within an organization and exceed customer needs at present and in the future. The TQM integrates the fundamental management techniques, existing improvement efforts, technical tools under disciplined approach. Okay, this is what about the TQM. In next slide, we are going to see the principles of total quality management. There are basically 8 principles of total quality management. One by one we'll see. First is primary responsibility of product quality that rests with top management. Okay, the management should create an organizational structure, the product design process, product process, and the incentive that encourages and rewards good quality. Okay, earlier Joran has clearly stated that it is the critical variable in the Japanese quality leadership management. It is the extent of active participation by senior managers. Second, quality should be customer focused, evaluated using customer based standards. Okay, that is what a product is not necessary to use or service or prompt unless the customers say they are. This is the fact that requires organization to work closely with their customers, determine what customers wants in the products and how they are receiving value from the products. Okay, next is the process, the production process and the work methods should be designed concisely to achieve the quality conformance. Okay, basically this quality conformance is using the right quality tools, equipment, okay, you can say with the good quality processes, training the workers with the best methods, providing good environment, okay, that will help to prevent defects. Next, fourth one is every employee is responsible for achieving good quality of the product, good product quality. Okay, this translates into the self inspection by the workers themselves rather than a separate quality control personnel. Okay, it requires workers to cooperate in identifying and solving quality problems. Okay, next, fifth one is quality cannot be inspected in a product, so make it right the first time. Earlier, we have seen this principle given by Juron. It is what making it right or doing it right first time should be the goal of every worker. The method such as structured machine that setups that increases the chance of doing right at the first time should be utilized as much as possible. Sixth one, quality should be monitored to identify the problems quickly and correct quality problems immediately. That means the statistical methods can play a useful role in monitoring quality and identifying the problems quickly. But self-inspection and assessment of the work of the employees and the customer assessment of the quality are important components as far as this is concerned. Seventh, organization should strive for continuous improvement. If the excellent product quality is the result of workers which are striving to improve the product quality and the productivity on an ongoing basis or using its experience and experimentation, but however quality improvements does not happens on its own. Okay, organization structures, work procedures, policies should be established to promote and to accelerate continuous improvement. And the last eighth one is companies should work with their suppliers and they should extend TQM programs to them to ensure quality inputs. Okay, this is what you can say. Many manufacturing companies are purchasing the components, materials, accounts worth 50% of their production cost. Similarly, over 80% of the cost are the cost of goods intended for resale. So if suppliers are providing low quality components, materials or the goods, the purchasing company will find it impossible to achieve a high level of quality in the goods and services that it produces. So that is why, in fact, many companies now requiring suppliers to have quality management programs certified by the customers or by recognized by certification by any organization such as International Organization of Standardization, that is ISO. So these are the uh, 8 principles of total quality management. Now we'll see the framework of TQM, how the TQM works together, what is the framework, that means what factors, what the things are there in TQM. Okay, this figure shows a framework for TQM system. It begins with the knowledge provided by the quality gurus. Okay, there how many quality gurus we have seen right now? Five. Sorry, four. Okay, there are five here, but we are in our syllabus only Deming, Joran, Crosby, and Nishikawa are there. Shewart is not there in your syllabus, but there are five quality gurus. So it begins with the knowledge provided by the quality gurus, that is Shewart, Deming, Joran, Ishikawa, Crosby. Okay, and as figure shows, they contributed to the development of the principles and practices and the tools and techniques also they have provided to you. So some of these tools and techniques are used in product or the service utilization agencies. How they are using? these tools and techniques for finalization of the product and service realization. Okay, and they are used for customers only. How they are using, how they are performing, they are taking the feedback from internal and external customers or interested parties that provides the information for continually improvement of organization products or the services. Okay, so here they are using certain techniques, certain peoples and their relationships. Okay, they are using leaderships, they are using customers satisfaction, employee involvement, supplier partnership, etc. And the approach is like continuous process improvement. And how they are using, how they are measuring the performance. Okay, taking the feedbacks from the customer side. Some of the tools and techniques like they are using benchmarking, information technology, IT, quality management system, QMS, environment management system, quality function deployment, QFD, quality by design, failure mode and effect analysis, FMEA, product and service liability, total productive maintenance, management tools, statistical process control tools, etc. Out of these tools, you are having benchmarking, you are having QMS, quality management system, you are having QFD, quality function deployment, you are having quality by design, FMEA also is there in your syllabus, product failure mode and effect analysis, and statistical process controls. Okay, these all together make the TQM strong and the theories of the TQM, and that are proven theories. So this is the framework which is being used for the TQM, okay, since so many years. So this is what about the framework. Next, we are going to see what are the obstacles in the implementation of the TQM. What are the, uh, you can say challenges that we are facing while implementing the TQM. First is lack of management commitment. In order to make organization uh, effort successful, there should be a substantial management commitment of the management and the organization resources. Okay, then it is possible. Second is inability to change organizational culture. Okay, changing the organization culture, it is very difficult and it requires as much as 5 years. So individual resist change as they become, you can say they are becoming a part of organization and the particular process. So by that way you can prefer. Okay, management should understand, utilize the basic concepts of the change. Okay, next, improving the planning. See, all constituents of an organization should be involved in development of an implementation plan, and they any modifications that occurs as the plan evolves. Okay, there should be change. Fourth one, lack of continuous training and education. Okay, training and education is an ongoing process for everyone in an organization and needs to be determined, and a plan should be developed to achieve these needs. Okay, training and education are the most effective when senior management conducts training on the principles of TQM. Okay, next is incompatible organization structure and isolated individuals and the departments. See, the differences between the department and individual can create implementation problem of the TQM. The use of multifunctional terms that can be helped to break down the long standing barriers. Okay. Sixth one is ineffective measurement technique and lack of access to the data and the result. The key of characteristics of an organization should be measured in order to make effective decisions. This is in order to improve the processes. One need to measure an effect of improvement of the ideas. Okay, there should be access to the data and quick retrieval of the data as it is necessary to make an process effective. Seventh one is paying inadequate attention to the internal and external customers. Okay, or inadequate use of the empowerment and teamwork, that is also the thing. Basically this is what organization need to understand need to change the needs. Okay, they should expect from their customers effective feedback mechanism should be there, that should provides the decision making easier. Okay, next is seventh is inadequate use of empowerment and the teamwork. See, whenever possible, uh, teams need to have to play their game like this. Proper training they should have at least in the beginning, and there should be a facilitator, and the team's recommendations should be followed. The individual should be empowered to make decision affecting the efficiency of their processes or the satisfaction of their customers. See, you can say by structuring into the work teams and delegating the authority to the point of customer contact or more team if suppose involved, there should be this problem will going to be arise. Eighth one is failure to improve continually. See, it is the tempting feedback basically that rest on your laurels. That is what you can say. However, a lack of continuous improvement of the processes or the product or the services will even leave or even a leader of the pack in the dust. Okay, if even if you are on the right track, you will get run over if you are just sit there. So even though the business volume will get increase, it continues to address the culture and the staff and the service issue. So continuously you have to improve. Next is the benefits of TQM, how TQM is benefited. The TQM will improved. TQM has improved the quality. TQM second one, there will be employee participations, teamwork will be there, working relationships will be there. There will be the customer satisfaction. Employees will get satisfied. There will be the enhancement of the productivity, good communication. There will be the profitability, and your market share will going to be increase. So these are the benefits of the TQM. So this is about today's lecture. In next lecture we are going to start with the total quality management terminologies, that is the quality assurance and the quality control. So till then, thank you.